you hear me fine? Didn't know if the audio worked or not.
I can hear you. Hi, how are you?
What was that? Sorry.
No, I said I can hear you. Hello.
Okay, perfect. Bees on our way up. Man, that weather is nice.
Is it just you and me right now?
Bee's coming up. She'll be here shortly.
Okay.
Is it laggy at all on your end, or is it fine?
No, it's perfect.
All right. Hey. Hello. Liza's also on the call.
Hi, Liza.
Sorry. Hey, V. I was on mute.
Those are Missouri Life magazines. I believe those are the most recent issues that I picked up. I saw the little mini one, which is amazing.
Yeah, this is
I love
cute.
it. Yes.
This is a great format.
And that's the bigger one. And I don't know. I like their rebranding of the logo in a way. It's something about it. I don't know. Bold? I don't know.
It's very Yellowstone of them.
Yeah. So, um, I took a good stroll through those manuals and yeah, I noticed a lot of bigger city events are in there. I noticed something interesting about that. I don't know of too many smaller towns in there, so I guess that's a great opportunity for us to think about. Um, we'll get into that shortly. What?
What's that?
I don't know. Um, so essentially, let's go ahead and get old business out of the way. It's lingering on for about 2 months now, if we can. So I'm just reminding you guys, we still have to approve this in our minutes. The KJFM Christmas advertisements, did everybody get a chance to go over that and get clarification with the treasurer?
I did.
And if Liza just dropped, I expect.
I took it.
Okay, so Liza, did you hear me? Can you hear me, Liza?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, it's a bit laggy on your end.
It's fine.
Okay. So we have to get some clarification again on old business. So Liza, did you get a chance did it make sense to you about the $350 that we have to pay for Christmas advertisements from KGFM?
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then also we have $90 that was from Steve Twitchell Production. Those are the music clearances for $90. And I discussed in a meeting at one point that there was a $10 fee from the original $80. So there's $90 total for those music clearances, but like you have to pay for those to my understanding regardless. So we're just paying for those music clearances. So $350 for the Christmas advertisements and the $90 for the music clearances. Does that ring a bell with everybody?
Yep.
Okay. All those in favor of approving the $300 for the KJFM Christmas advertisements, say yay or nay.
Yay.
Yay.
All those in favor of the $90 for the Steve Twitchell production music clearances, all those in favor say yay or nay.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Now we can move on to our agenda. I like to go over this with you guys first. Do you think we should make it fun and create like a post and see if people want to create a town slogan for the town and make it like a survey or a quiz and let the town vote on it? What
Yeah.
they want to see?
I like that.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, that would generate a lot of interest because again, there's been a lot of talk about branding. And, again, there's all kinds of different slogans that are great, picturesque town. There's a couple of other ones, Land of the Golden Hills, I think that was another one. But I think maybe it's time to let the people decide. And I think some really good and fun ideas will come out of that. And that would get people really involved with tourism, get them very excited. And I don't know, like, what do you guys suggest on as far as that? Like, do you guys have any ideas, like, as far as a contest or?
I don't know how we would go about
Okay.
that. I mean, I think having a enter submissions and then like we pick or they pick, I don't know. It's like how many do you want to like allow,
That's a great question.
Like if we just be like, yeah, just either you can submit one or you can vote for one, but then, how many submissions, how do we narrow that down? Would be my concern.
Yeah, and also, would someone like to go to maybe one of the council meetings and make fun out of it and say like, we put the slogans on a piece of paper and maybe do this and do that?
That's fine. I don't want to do that. I do have a bingo roller you can borrow.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's,
let me think on that one. I like
Okay.
that idea.
but yeah, I think it's a great idea. It gets tourism out there and it just paints a lot of positivity and people get engaged and they'll say, hey, you know what? That's a great idea. Because I'm working on the new website and I thought small town, like when the liaison Twitchell was on the board, I know he kept talking about small town, big fun, big adventures. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, well, what about small town, big heart? Because we're in the Midwest.
yeah.
But maybe that slogan's taken by their towns, I don't know, but I don't want to be the one to make the final decision on that, so I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe, I don't know how you do this, I know a lot of people have opinions about this, but maybe like have someone who is maybe like someone outside of tourism, maybe they could do it,
Yeah,
just so there's no bias.
yeah.
So, okay. That was easy. The next topic, if I can fast forward to that, and I can try to merge some ideas into this as well, because we're just talking about advertisements in general. So, Facebook ads is something that we've wanted to do for a long time, but because it requires a debit or credit card attached, a lot of us don't feel comfortable for obvious reasons attaching that. So, again, this could change in the future, but I'm wondering if it's a good idea to instead, because I know that I believe the city administrator is actually a part of the URL or the page. So I'm wondering if it would just be better to have the city, because he's the city administrator, he would have, access to that card, and then we would just find something that how we want to market it or how it should be marketed, and then we could make an agreement on how much money should be spent per month, and then just pay the city that amount.
Just to have like an ongoing Facebook ad budget?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need to advertise and we need to get something out there, and I think Facebook is one of the most fail-safe ways. Just by sharing posts alone without any events, we've got a lot of views on that, and I think we're over 300 followers now.
Nice.
So that's good. Okay, I believe the city is on a spending freeze, but tourism is not on a spending freeze. So I'll have to talk to Cameron more about that. He's not here today, or not in the meeting right now. I was gonna talk to him more about that, but since he's not there, the next thing I want to bring up is Missouri Life. I talked to, I believe, one of the representatives. I'm not sure how to get this in the chat. Did I forward you guys the marketing materials for Missouri Life?
I think so.
Was it the attachment last thing you sent us?
Is it? It's the media kit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take the very like dry, like the straight to the point email that I have. Let me pull that up real quick. Everything essentially will tie in together. Mary Leonard, I think her name is. So she suggested that we place a print ad in the June issue for the 4th of July event and running at least 2 banner ads on what are called lifelines. That's just their marketing terminology. And she said that one example might be a June ad, which would be 1/4 of a page. And if you can imagine what 1/4 of a page would be, that's $770 each. Then it says here June 17th, June 24th, July 1 through the 3rd banner ads would be $300 each or $250 each when you buy 3 as in bulk. So you get a discount. And she told us to review the attached media kit and rates and let her know what questions you have. And so that's the information I got. There is a flyer here that says print you can afford, and it shows like a breakdown. On your end, Liza, I think I sent that. Let me double check. Internet's bit.
So for the banner ads, when it says 300 each, is that 300 per day?
That's a great question.
Or is like the 1st through the 3rd, 300? You know what I mean? Just because like 2 of them are 1 day. And then one of them is a 3-day span.
Well, it just says 300 each or 250 each when you buy 3.
Yeah, I would just be curious if it's 300 a day.
Okay. I can reach out and ask that question.
That would be great.
That's good. Yeah, the clarification actually confuses me as well.
Yeah, like if those were all just individual days, I think it would be clear, but because it has July 1st through the 3rd, I would just want to clarify.
Mhm.
Like, is July 1st through the 3rd, is that $900 slash $750, because it would be 3.
Right. Liza, do you have anything?
No, nope.
Also, did you guys have a chance to review the Cardinals advertisement I sent? It's a little on the pricey end.
Yeah, she was up there.
Yeah. So the idea was brought to me about the St. Louis Cardinals because if you spend money, which I mean $7,500 is a lot of money, that's like really empty in the bank account, and I could see a lot of people complaining about that.
Yeah.
But if we were the city, like a bigger city with a massive population, that would be a substantial benefit. So essentially, the idea is if you become a part of that. So it says advertising benefits. The St. Louis Cardinals yearbook connects you with pre-qualified affluent audiences of loyal fans who love to support local businesses and organizations that share their passion for the team. Considering the huge campaign for America 250, I wanted to give you another platform to use for this amazing initiative to reach out to the Cardinals fans that all love to attend games. Louisiana Mo is only about an hour and a half drive, which can be done daily if needed. This is great for those who are looking for either a new place to live or visit a new place without going too far out of the city for them. Reach affluent fans, your current targeted demographic that draws larger corporate leaders into their businesses. We do know one thing, people love baseball. So again, with the upcoming banner ad that's about, I think it's still about $4,000, but I haven't received an invoice from Lamar, so I can't confirm if that's the official, number. But given the budget that we have right now, that would take a chunk out of our budget already, and that's before the new budgets come out. So, any thoughts or opinions?
So is this like, is it a one-time print? How often does it go out?
Let's see. A one-time print.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
do they only print this once a season? Does it,
Yeah, is it continuous? Does it loop on?
yeah, is it
forever?
going out in the mail? Is it something that they pick up outside of the stadium? Is it going to only season ticket holders?
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what,
that's a good question.
how is this printed? How's this?
So the online, the official part, the yearbook will be available to purchase in the official St. Louis. And I'm wondering, like, to what degree, like, what we could put in the advertisement too, like how much page space, I guess, is a question I have, because it says complimentary ad design by our full-scale art department. But what does that size of that complimentary ad entail? Is at least Missouri Life says, hey, here's 1/4 of the page.
Yeah,
But this is like, it's a complimentary ad design. Well, is it a full page? They say full page, but they don't say full page.
what's this half page?
Oh, it does say half page, okay.
It does say half page.
All right. All right, you should copy.
Is,
It's a yellow.
so two, okay, so a full page is 8 by 10, essentially, 8 by 11. So half of a full page about. So it looks like.
Well, it's something to think about. I guess we would have to go online and look at those half page examples and say, oh, that's probably what we'd get.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause what is this 1,508, it's 12 total lower level Cardinals tickets. So like if we advertise with them, we get 12 free tickets.
Okay, so from my understanding, I believe the city administrator told me that the tickets would be like, wait, okay. Simply let me know the games you'd like to attend and I'll handle the ticket orders, delivering them directly to your email. Our professional design teams, okay. So basically, I think the idea is that, like, say, if we were to meet with executives and stuff like that, and we have complimentary tickets available. So like if people come down from the city, if you want to do like an elevator pitch or they have a business proposal, I think that's more of like, we have 12 tickets, we could take somebody, I think that's kind of
Or
where
we could raffle them off.
that's true too.
Fundraising,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I like where your head's at too, but. Also.
Well, I did not come up with, I didn't even know this existed, but somehow the city had found it and,
Yeah.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's cool. It's just a large chunk of change.
It is.
Like,
Yeah, and it's for an ad and a page as opposed to a full scale event.
right, like it would have to be essentially our forever ad of just the town. And I have questions.
And I guess another question too is like, do they have their qualified metrics to measure how many people interact with that ad and stuff like that?
Right.
Because it is, I mean, it's digital, but where's the traffic that says we're getting hits on this thing?
Right, but like how many print copies are you printing? Who are they going to? Is it, is it a brochure stack outside of the truck stop, or is it, oh, we personally mail this out to every season ticket holder or all of our box holders, or
Yes.
how is that working? And is it just once a season? It seems like it's once a season because it's a yearbook,
Yes.
but does that mean they print it at the end of the season?
These are all valid questions. Could you send me a summary of those? Also, would any of you like to do a newspaper ad as well?
What?
The town.
Just in general?
Yes.
Like to our local newspaper?
Any newspaper. I'm still questioning the validity of the 50-mile radius rule.
No. I just
Do you think we should do it with Facebook ads?
I think so. I feel like Facebook ads are our best bang for our buck.
Okay.
Like, I feel like we reach a lot of people for only $100 at a time.
Mhm.
Like, and I feel like Facebook and radio have really seemed to have gotten us most bang.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, especially when, like, for Legends and Twitchell went all the way out to Hannibal and Troy and Wentzville. Like, that's
Whole
a,
line, yeah.
yeah, that's a whole reach for us. That was still only, okay, I can tell you. Spent 460 and 405
Mm-hmm.
for radio. Okay, so plus Twitchell for his time. So let's say a full $1,000 on radio ads for that event. But we hit so many major cities.
Yes.
I think we could bring that in a little bit.
And people still listen to the radio a lot.
They do.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So I feel like radio and Facebook have been our most worst hit.
Substantial.
Yeah.
And at least we can prove who's viewed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Um. The next thing we'll move on to, there's really not much to discuss. I'm just letting Liza know about it. So essentially, Liza, we have, we're representatives of another group called the Scenic Byway, and they have a meeting, I believe it's the fourth Thursday of every month. And that's just another a layer of tourism that they're trying to build back up to where they were and become a sustainable group. And so there's a lot of like groundwork that has to be done, but there's also historical significance, correct?
Yes. Yeah, it connected two towns that were settled by Black families and communities that came up during the Civil War, after the Civil War. Around then.
Okay, so we essentially have to do a homework assignment.
That I've not started on.
Right. We have to draft, just basically a list of thoughts, and there's multiple tourism groups that have gotten this same information, and they all have to draft their reports, and basically we just bundle all of these references together and we submit them to the byway committee, and I believe they send that off to the state, and I think that's what gets them the grant money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff coming into fruition very slowly. There's been progress made on 50 miles of R. I believe Sally has started work on signs for the iron. Yeah, supposedly. I believe that's what was discussed last time, but they're not going to be cheap, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's for the little what they call iron holders or whatever,
Yeah.
sign holders. So that needs to make an appearance. But yeah, there's a lot going on in our lives, and so some of us may not have gotten our homework assignment done for the Scenic Byway, but eventually we will. We'll spend a full day on it. The next thing I was gonna bring up is okay if I continue forward.
Please do.
Okay. Liza, you still alive? Yellow. Liza. Well, it says she's in chat. The CPKC holiday train program. I think it's the same thing I'm thinking of, but if you go back to, I can't remember which year it was, but we had a holiday train.
Mhm.
And there are legitimate pictures. I think they're in the basement. There's a little folder, but there's pictures of Polar Express train going through these train tracks. And the train would go on the track behind where like the tractor supplies and stuff, right? But people would watch that and they would see like Santa stuff all over it and everything, and there's like reindeer stuff on the train and everything. I contacted them, and each year they I think it's Community Connect. They get together and Liza did it entered the waiting room. There she is. Welcome back. You all good?
Yep.
So the CPKC holiday train each year, the city, or I should say the city administrator or mayor can send a letter of recommendation saying this is why we want the train to come down. But in various times we've done this, I think we've done this for the last 2 years. I know that one year they were already booked. I think I have to double check that email. That was the LMC thing.
Gotcha.
And this time we sent one in, and I think that they replied actually pretty fast, but they said that it's not logistically feasible or logistically possible because their railway is a different route.
Gotcha.
But you're always free to come back, I think, every year and submit that.
See where they're at.
Yeah, so we tried, we did submit that. The city administrator submitted a letter of recommendation, and we're not logistically there, which I wonder what caused it to be logistically possible to not logistically possible. I might investigate that.
They might have just changed their route too, though.
That's true.
Speaking of, did you see the river circus that was here? They're going to Europe,
Oh, wow.
or they're trying to.
Jason Webley.
Yeah, they're trying to go to Europe.
Oh, they're gonna love it over there.
Yeah, I was like, that would be fun.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is the Louisiana Riverfront Blues Barbecue Festival. But Liza, correct me if I'm wrong, there's not really enough time to squeeze all that together, and it's
Nope.
too much work.
Absolutely not.
Sorry, what?
No, there's absolutely not enough time.
Okay. So the Louisiana Riverfront Blues and BBQ Festival will not be happening.
Not happening.
The next item on the agenda and the last item on the agenda, if anybody would like to add anything, is the America 250 celebration. I've just been sharing their posts right now. I think they're kind of doing the grassroots thing as we speak right now, trying to build everything from the bottom up. I don't have any other update other than I attended an event at the Trimble House with B, or B actually showed up a little bit with somebody or whatever, but I showed up and then there were some discussions that were had, and I just said if I can help, I will. And I'm kind of wondering that did the bike festival merge with them?
Yeah, they're having a bike show.
Okay, so is that bike show, isn't that hosted, there's a company that's hosting that?
Rattler Custom Cycles.
Okay, so there's
He's local.
okay,
He's a local business.
so there is going to be a bike show and a 4th of July celebration, and it looks like they're trying to fundraise for a number of various things. So does anyone have any suggestions on the fundraising aspect?
No, I mean, they're doing the 4-way stop. They have koozies and shirts,
Mhm.
potentially hats when I hear from Doris. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I don't think there's really anything else, honestly. I'll just add in that I've been working on the website and I'm trying to make it very aesthetic. And there's a lot of challenges with WordPress and some of the themes I'm messing with right now, or a theme. But the website is going to look awesome. I just hope the next person that wants to have a login when they are a part of tourism, it's not too complicated for them. They should just, if they know a little bit of coding, they'll be fine. But the website that I'm working on, I'm trying to make it as fluid but as independent as possible, because WordPress has what are called plugins, and those plugins, if there's too many, they can have security issues and they can also cost money. And so I'm trying to customize it in a way where if someone comes in, they don't have to rely on a third party for anything at all. It's just this amazing website. Here you go, log in.
Are you separating tourism back out from the city website, or is it all still gonna be one?
So I believe the city administrator, for now, wants to merge them together.
Okay.
And I think that's a smart decision because you have residents and you have visitors.
Mhm.
And I have to discuss that a little bit more with them, and I can actually discuss that more with you guys as well. So a lot of municipality websites are designed with what's called citizens first approach. It's like a 3 clicks or less.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that I accomplished that on the old website because even though the old website's a little generic, municipal websites are kind of supposed to be generic.
Yeah,
They
they're
have
supposed
a
to be easy to navigate.
yes. So if you click a down arrow or a menu and you go on there, then oh well, this is boring. Well, it's supposed to be boring. It's very general, very vague. But now that tourism is going to be a part of this website, I believe there will be like a residence tab. You pay your bill and stuff, and a visitors tab.
Nice.
And visitors are going to want to look at the murals. And I found an old notebook from the Louisiana Mural Organization from way back,
Yeah.
and I didn't even realize at the time all that information. How it's in a consolidated form,
Yeah.
but it was really interesting to see that it looks pretty old. But I want to make sure that when people click on the individual murals, all of the artist data is on there as well. Some people though, they might, I don't know if this is true or false, some people might not like the idea of that because maybe people are stuck on their phones looking at the murals as opposed to going and visiting them. But I mean, if you go on Google Street View, you're gonna get the same thing. This is just a little bit more interactive.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that, and then if one of you want to stop by sometime and look at what I'm doing, I'm also trying to make it's a very custom coded website. So when people visit our website, there's going to be it's kind of like how Hannibal's has their setup, but it's a lot faster.
Okay.
So you'll be able to click a link, like say, oh, is there Wi-Fi at this coffee shop? I don't want to. Okay,
Yeah.
is this ADA accessible? Oh, is there free parking here? I wonder what this is about, and they can filter it. There's a filter
Yeah.
tab on the side. And so it'll just real fast. And if the time permits, if people have an idea about this, maybe we could even ask the chamber about it because it's kind of a business promotional thing. But a lot of businesses are usually still pictures on Google. And when you look at a business, you don't feel the excitement of the business. You
Yeah.
generally just see a still photo of an empty building, right?
Yeah.
And I understand why that is because of the possible litigation issues, people and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, and I had this idea a while back, but it's more possible now. Say that there's a filter thing, and this would be a little complicated, take some time, but go out, shoot maybe a minute worth of video, and when someone hovers their mouse over a business, it will show a preview of that business.
Yeah.
And it'd be on YouTube, it'd be free or whatever. But they click on that, it would be more of like a cinematic thing,
Yeah.
the owner and stuff like that. But I'm waiting to do that until after election season because if I start filming now with all these signs out, that might cause strife. But if I wait till all the grass is green, all the signs are picked up, stuff like that, the weather's good,
Yeah.
that's the best time to do it. And it's actually a good thing in my mind that we waited for this kind of stuff because Georgia Street has been renovated a lot in the last year or two. So you're seeing new facade stuff going up.
Yeah.
And really, if you're going to do that, why not capture the best moments of it when it's all done?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, would some I asked a member that was a part of Tours at one point in time to work on the brochure, and unfortunately they didn't have the time, and they resigned. Would any of you like to get together and work on a new brochure?
Do we still think a brochure is worth it? Like, what's our distribution on brochure?
So according to Canva, I think you can get maybe 100. Don't quote me on this. I think you can get 100 trifold based brochures for $100. And then how that would work is once you get that brochure, you could send it out to the visitor centers. Well, the problem is a lot of brochures we have are severely outdated.
Yeah.
And so I feel weird about sending that to a visitor center when the information might not be relevant. Now, if anybody clicks on louisiana-mo.com, they're redirected to louisiana-mo.go, which is good. So that domain's not expired.
Yeah.
But I had the same question too about the brochure, but I think maybe some form of branding out there might help because if somebody goes to a visitor center, because people still do, but I would say it's probably a little bit different because now people are online more. If they go get a brochure, then we would want the front of the brochure to be really eye-catching and not, just a cliche thing.
Yeah, my only my big struggle with brochures and visitor centers, because I love a visitor center. I love a highway stop. I feel like if you're more than like an hour out, or it's not already on your way, you're probably not going there.
Okay,
And we don't really have any visitor centers nearby us.
true.
What
Like,
about a digital flyer?
A visitor's guide.
Sure, a digital one.
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, I like the idea of a digital one.
Yeah, and I could make it interactive too. They can open that.
Yeah.
Actually, that would save me a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I like that idea. I don't disagree with brochures. I struggle with it because we're so far away from any of those visitor centers. And even if you're on 70, you're not gonna pass us. You know what I mean? Like that's our
Yeah.
closest highway that would have those. Or you have 55. I think the last one going north to south is on 55. And that's hours before, and then you still have to hop over to 64 and then 61. Like, you're not really in a direct line to be like, oh, right, remember that pamphlet we picked up? Yeah, oh, there it is, let's go. Like, I just don't know that we're close enough for that.
You want to hear something interesting? So I contacted a municipality today and I talked to their IT department
Yeah.
and we were having a discussion and they said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Louisiana, Missouri." And he's like, "Oh, I go to Quincy. I need to go there." I was like, "Oh, wow, it's interesting how like you didn't hear from the brochure, you just were on your way and now you're gonna come to the town."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate the brochure. I feel like there's a better option for a forever print media. And maybe that is putting just our brochures in Hannibal. Or like, what if we did more brochures in hotels?
It's a good idea.
You know,
That's better.
of like St. Charles, Hannibal, Quincy, kind of those more metropolitan areas that are semi-close that we are a day trip away from.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's a really good idea.
Maybe.
No, I like it.
Like, I would be more here for that. That would sway me into the brochure team.
Okay. Well, what I could do is I could make a mock version.
Okay.
If I get time, and I'll just print that out and make a trifold.
Mhm.
I'll try to pull some magic like I did with the Miss Missouri Outdoors trifold. That was really tricky, but it worked out.
Yeah.
That was weird how that worked out. Okay. I do want to add two things really quick to the agenda. They will not take time. They're actually relevant because somebody will ask the question in the future. We cannot put lights, we cannot illuminate the signs on 54 because that's a MoDOT issue. They physically cannot run electricity to those panels.
Okay.
And that comes from the account executive from Lamar. They said that our renewal is coming up in May. If we decide for whatever reason, and we're talking about budget issues only, we're not scrutinizing anything. If there's any talk of cancellation, there are no fees. Just FYI, you guys. And then the second thing that I never really thought about, and it slipped my mind a couple of times, tourism, and this includes Pike County tourism. How come no one ever talks about Kane the wrestler and historic places that he's lived in or visited in Pike County? Kane. So there's a gentleman who went to Bowling Green High School and he was born in Spain. And a lot of people don't know this, but Kane was in a movie called See No Evil. And he's an actual, he was a WWE, WWF wrestler. Okay. Well, Bowling Green is his place. And a lot of people don't know that. And it's very interesting, but he's a famous wrestler. Okay.
Yeah. He was in Scooby Doo WrestleMania also.
Mm-hmm. He is currently the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Really?
Yes. He actually came to Pike County a few days before Legends of Liberty because he was at the Republican breakfast or whatever.
I remember you talking about that.
Yes. So he's very nice. But it got me thinking. He was actually talking about, in his own words, a speech he was giving to an audience. He said that he mentioned one of his friends named Mark. Mark is a very well-known person in Louisiana. And he was talking about how they were watching TV one day and this idea about wrestling came on. And I think his friend or someone, I don't remember the lore exactly, but someone told him, oh, hey, you should try that. And he said, oh, I don't know. But then he changed his mind and said, maybe I should try that. And
Yeah.
eventually he did. But it's like, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a plaque or something saying, "Can the wrestler live here?" or something?
Yeah.
People would because people do like actually wrestling is getting more popular now.
Yeah.
I just think it's a very random but an interesting tourist.
Yeah. That's a fun thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a funny haha.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And so people come to Louisiana, they're like, "Wait, Kane the wrestler? What?"
Yeah.
Now I know it's Bowling Green's that they like played that because I believe he was he played a sport in high school and I think he was also maybe a teacher there too. I don't know.
But it's still our county.
Yeah, still our county.
Yeah.
So I think someone, if I have time, I could do a deep dive, but I think that would just be like a hidden gem.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know how we play into that, but I like that. It's a good like nugget to have it in the back of your head.
Yeah, because like, we've had a lot of passerbys here. A lot of famous people have come to this town.
Yeah.
And there's people that stay across the bridge in hotels and they go hunting and stuff, but it's like, no, this is a person that it wasn't the 1920s, it wasn't the 1800s. This was like a more recent thing, I think in the 80s or 90s kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's
Still
like,
living, still active.
yes.
Yeah.
And they still go to meet and greets and all that stuff. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't know how we played it that, but I like it.
Any thoughts from Liza?
Nope, I'm good.
You hanging in there?
Yep.
Okay, does anybody have any other questions?
No.
Not here. Nope.
Okay, I just want to say this for the record. There's the hotel motel tax, which says year to date total at $11,468.64. And then there is the hotel motel expense at the year to date total, which is $8,823.64. And we are remaining on the hotel motel tax at $3,531.36. And the hotel motel expense is at remaining $9,176.36. If no one has anything else, I can adjourn this meeting.
Sounds good.
All right, meeting adjourned. Bye.
Bye.